go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bottles, he Sharon flexing. Posted up a sticky note. You can smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Guarantee we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No capsule here, what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. That's the picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. It's real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Olan, Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. Real talk. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we get down. Knicks Real Talk, man. It's the pregame show. We in the building about to get it popping for the night, man. Divine, Shy Powers, Knicks at the game of the field house in Indiana against the Indiana Pacers, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get into all that, man, break all this good stuff down and so on and so on. But let me bring my partner to the half of the end to keep the cylinders running in the building with me, man. Shy Powers, what's good, my man?
Dad. Let's get it. Thank you, Brian, so much again. Once again, Brian, real talk, man. Thank you so much for coming on and representing for Knicks Real Talk. Every time you come on, man, blessings to you and all that good stuff, man. Let's get it.
Crim's dad, what's good? On Dias, what's good? What's popping, man? Slew, Corey Lee, Queen, get the money, 718. Thank you for the generous super chat, my man. As always, thank you for keeping the lights on, my brother. Bully, what's popping, and everybody else, man. Salute to you guys. MRM, HRM, the great is in the building. Times Great is in the building. Like I said, Jermaine, JR, what's popping? Brian, thank you again. What's popping? Darren, my man. Wayne, what's good? Queen Darlene with Big Task. Everybody, Doug Fresh, Just Knicks. That's what's good, everybody. We in here, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, about to get in here and break this thing down for the night, man. Knicks and Indiana Pacers in Indiana, man. Looking for the Knicks to bounce back off that disappointing loss we had against the Celtics last game. But you know what? Another game, we move on to the next. We get ready to fight the next. So tonight we just got to go in here, man, against a team who fortunately knocked us out of the playoffs last year, ladies and gentlemen, in 7 games in the second round last year. So we get to play this team, I think, for the 3rd time this year. We both won a game. We beat them. They beat us. So now we're going to look like, see if we can break that 500, man, and try to beat these guys and go up 2-1 in the series and obviously pick up a game on these guys. Because they're behind us in the Eastern Conference standards, ladies and gentlemen, about 3 or 4 games. I think 4 games. So we'd like to get that win today, man, and pick up a full game on them. But they've been playing good. They got a good team down there. They've been playing good down there lately as well. So it's not going to be an easy one tonight. I'm looking for our Knicks to respond, though. I just want to see how we respond tonight after coming off that tough loss. Shy Powers, like I said, not the way we wanted to go the other night, but you know what it is, what it is. You playing the defending NBA champions, very balanced team, been playing together for 3, 4, 5 years. You know, they know how to get down, and Boston came in the Garden, man, and did what they had to do, and they beat us. So tonight we got to look like to get that bad taste out of our mouth tonight and go ahead in Indiana and try to rebound and get a victory.
Yeah, not to throw no shade out there on our loss last game or anything like that, but yeah, we could have used OG. You know what I mean? We could have used them. It could have took away a couple of points from Boston, and maybe he could have had one of his good games somewhere around 18 to 24 points. I mean, but with that said, you know what I mean, we just didn't do what we needed to do. The defense, you know, came through in the 3rd quarter. They were rocking in the 3rd quarter. They was rocking. Got me all excited, everything. I was like, yeah, here we go. Let's go. And then, you know, and then it took another ugly head, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. Like you said, Devon, this team is Boston has been together 3, 4, 5 years with pretty much the same core that they have right here with some ancillary pieces that they put in. They really didn't play that much against us that game. So they're the champions of last year, and that was the game that I wanted us to win because we playing them again sometime soon, maybe in the next 10 days, 15 days, real soon, right after the break, 2 or 3 games in. So but on to the next, and man, we predictions are 25 to 27 losses this year. I mean, and that's where the one thing tonight is we need a bounce back, and we had a couple of days off to think about it. So, and this is a team that's right behind us. So the segue right into what you said, Divine. This team is right behind us. Not too many games behind us, and we want to keep them back there. So let's get it tonight. This is going to be a tough game. We always play. Indiana's been a nemesis for the longest since the Schmitz and Reggie Millers and all this type of things. They've been a thorn in our side for a long time. So, and they beat us last year. So let's get out there and play some team basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Just go ahead and get it popping tonight. I'm excited about it. I'm always antsy for a Knick game, man. No matter what the circumstances is, the fan side, we better see to go out and get it popping. Like I said, we played them guys this year. We beat them. They beat us. So we're gonna want to try to get it back. But I'm just looking for the Knicks to rebound tonight, respond well tonight. Take the loss, take the L. And get ready to keep on moving for the season. We still got 30-something games to go in the season. Our season is not defined by stopping at one point in the season, which was the Boston game. No, it's defined by what we do when we get to the end of the season or far on. So that's why the game, we just go out there tonight and just kind of get it popping tonight, man. I'm looking for these guys to respond well and try to get a victory. Just try to get back in the win column. Get a good taste of them up. Then after that, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more game against the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow. Then after that, we off to the 20th. So this is gonna be an all-star break type thing coming up. But the way the Knicks schedule pan out, they get a couple of more days in advance. So because coming out of that all-star break, we got a back-to-back. We got a back-to-back against Chicago, Boston. Then we play Cleveland after that. So I'm looking for these guys tonight to try to get these last 2 victories before the all-star break, man. And keep that record where it need to be at until we get back. So it's all good. We had quite a few days off in the last week or 2, man. So we make no excuses about anything that we didn't do right or wrong because of energy-wise. That's not the case. But tonight, I think we go out there and got to play a team who scores a lot in their building, man. They're in game of the field house. These guys put them down at 125, 130. You know what I mean? So our defense got to come play tonight. I think they come play tonight. We can keep the game interesting because they give up a lot as well. So they're not like they're a defense juggernaut as well. So I think we do got a good chance because our offense can't get down like that against theirs. We just need our defense just to be more efficient throughout the course of the season from here moving forward. And I think if our guys come play some defense tonight and really get down on the defense side of the ball, that's my only concern right now is the 3-point defense that's going on in New York right now and things like that. But other than I'm not concerned about not too much else, knowing that we got guys coming back that's going to help the team be a little better what they are. But we need to step up, though, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight could be the same thing happening in Boston. In the Garden, if we don't come and bring our A game tonight. These guys can play basketball. They got a good team down there. So you better make sure we don't take these guys for granted tonight and play for 48 minutes. And I think we will tonight, man. So later on, we'll break down the stats and get into all that and look at the starting lineups and things of that nature. So until then, man, we in the building. We here, y'all here, everybody else there, man. It's Knicks Real Talks, the pregame show with Divine, Shaw Powers to chat. Peace to the God of our wives. Nostalgic was good, my man. Salute to you as well for coming in. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Real talk, man. But Shaw Powers, a little disappointing the other day, but like I said, I think we bounce back tonight and try to really go out there and play some hard-nosed basketball, man. Try to get a victory tonight for sure.
Yeah, it was a rough loss. You know what I mean? And it was something that you sat back and thought about, especially when you see them come back all the way to 3 points down. So, it is what it is. We could have played a different style of basketball, maybe, the way they were playing Cat, maybe they could have started Deuce, maybe, to keep Precious out of there. I don't know. Gave him a little bit more attack defense on Tatum or something, to slow him down a little bit more. I don't know. We missed OG, I feel. So, but, can't cry with spilled milk. And I mean, it is what it is. On to the next.
Yes, sir.
And this game is, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? It is something that this game here is something that we have to, we have to play tonight. And the best way to play this game tonight is team basketball. Team basketball wins you a lot of games. Will win a lot of games going down this 30 so games in the rest of this season.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. I think they go get it tonight, Shop Howard. I think they come to play tonight. This game that y'all already know. And we just got to go out there and like I said, it's a loss. It's nothing but a loss. So and that's all it is. It's not the end of the season. It's not the first round of the playoffs. It's a loss. We didn't come bring our A game because we didn't bring our A game. That's what happens. And
right.
Unfortunately, we that would have happened against the defending champions. And they are who they are. That team is good. Boston got a good team, and that's without Drew Holiday and Porzingis the other night. I mean, they are defending champ. Last year they went through the NBA and won the ring. And that's who they are. They're a gifted team. Their bench was played well. Pritchard played well. Cornette and them played well. All they guys played well. And our guys, I think the hardest part for me of that game, which is that because we got behind, we had to spend a lot of energy to catch up.
Thanks.
So when we spent all that energy behind trying to catch up, time we got the 3 points, all the energy that you burnt, you used it trying to stay in the game and catch up to them. And I think they didn't have enough to go over to get ahead of them because Jason Tatum had it going. I don't think Mike could do too much with him when he had it going the way he did. That young man's in his own right now. He's really stepped up the last couple of years and so on. But he was knocking down the shots down there, coming down the middle, and you miss guys like Mitchell Robinson because you had nobody to fit in the interior presence. That's why I can't wait till the team get healthy. I really believe that guy, at least Anunoby would have been the other night. You probably would have had a chance to slow him down. Not saying you would have stopped him, but that the field goal potential could have been different. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. Then, like I said, Mikal Bridges could have swung over there to Jaylen Brown. And obviously, Jaylen Brown wouldn't have been in the middle shooting them mid-range floaters like that instead of over Josh Hart. He would have been trying to do it over Mikal Bridges with them long arms. Could have been a different scenario. So, but they play hard, man. They got back in the game, but they just couldn't get ahead. So I hope we don't have that problem tonight. I hope the Knicks go out there tonight and just play basketball and be who you are and cross T's and dot I's, man. I think these cats will do that tonight. They will respond. This team is a resilient team. Like they coming off some good wins in the 3 of the top 5 teams, like we say in the West in the last couple of weeks. And they just ran into a buzzsaw the other night. And I think really I'm not even front. That early that game when Jason Tatum came out there and dunked that ball in the middle, I think he set a tone that night. I ain't going front. When he came out there and threw that shit down, he set a tone in Madison Square Garden, and I'm not even gonna front. The Knicks did not respond. I think a quarter mile guard when Jason Tatum threw that ball down like that. That just took all the air out the cell. So that just let you know how the reason why the Knicks gave Anunoby $215 million. That's why they gave him that money to be able to deal with guys like Jason Tatum and all these guys. You know what I mean? But you know what? Now we go in there tonight and try to do it again, Shop Howard. I'm really looking forward to you guys getting down tonight. I think this team respond very well. And I think Indiana, they're playing some good damn basketball. That team, the one that knocked us out last year, like I said earlier, 7 games in the semis, whatever. So now we got to go out there tonight. We both beat each other this year. So we got to see how we're going to tip we could tip the scale tonight. And I think we will tip the scale. I think we come and play tonight. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be a fun game, though. These cats just got to get it. But our season's not defined because we lost to Boston the way we did it. That doesn't define the season for the Knicks. It just define that when we get ready to go up against champions like that and so on and so forth. Right now, to me, Cleveland, Boston, teams like that, and OKC right now, everybody else I'm not even sweating because we did what we had to do against all of them. Them 3 teams right there is my main concern. It's just Boston, Cleveland right now anyway, and obviously the Thunder because they're the ones in front of us record-wise, maybe one more team. So other than that, let's go, man. We got to get it, man. We just got to go play the night shop hours. Ain't nothing to be said. Like I said, long when the 82 games is up, and then that ball get ready to get tipped off in the playoffs. We just got to make sure we on our game by then. If we do that, we good.
Yeah, there's some, when we get to the breakdown, we got some players that might be out. They got some players that might be out. So we see how it breaks down. But no matter what it is, man, tonight is a team basketball type of game, man. They have to get out there and play team basketball. This is not the Boston Celtics. All right. Let that be known. All right. This is not the Boston Celtics. They are on a run, though. I think I forgot, I seen their record. I think in the last 20 games, I think they're 15-5 or something like that, 16-4, something like that. They came back from being 10-15. You know what I mean? From that 10-15, I think it was that 10-15 record that they had. I think they're about they had some good. They had a nice amount of wins and with against their losses in the last couple of games since that 10-15 game. And you know, this is not a team to take lightly. You know what I mean? That's all about how we play Halliburton tonight. And I mean, if we can contain Halliburton, you know, we cut the head off the snake, we'll fare well. They do have a defensive guy out there. I'm not gonna say he's a super defensive guy, Nemhard on Jalen Brunson. That was some hoopla. I don't know why people say that he was locking Jalen Brunson down last year. Exactly. I don't know how they saying that.
He played hard, but he was cooking my man there.
Yeah. I don't know how they would say he's some defensive juggernaut against Brunson. I don't know where that came from. I was like, what? I don't remember that, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Tonight is a night that I would like to see, especially if Indiana Center's not there for Cat to get down there and get gritty. You know what I mean? I need to see him 14, 16 points down in the paint tonight. Jump shots and dunks. And I mean, that's what I need to see from him tonight. And with the rest, hopefully that finger feels a little bit better. You know what I mean? You ever got a jam finger? You know what I mean? Even though it's a little bit more severe than the jam finger, but it's just as much as a jam finger. What, Tom? You play ball, you get that finger jam, that thing lasts like 3 months. Well, not maybe not as long, but you know, it ain't like you can walk around with a cast. It ain't like you can walk, you know, you put a little splint on the first 2 days, and then you just try to make sure whatever you reaching for, you try to pull back with that hand that's jammed. That's kind of what he's on now. And it's on the, you know, and his shooting hand. So he'll get better. And with the rest and the time off, you know what I mean? Hopefully tonight he can get back to that 3-point shooting. He's been down with his 3-point shot in the last couple of games since that finger injury. Just like Deuce McBride has been down shooting the 3-point shot from almost, I think he's about 30% now. You know what I mean? He hasn't been lightning like we know Deuce is being. So we just have to play team basketball. Once you get that open shot, shoot the shot and knock it down.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that you know what, Cat ain't making no excuse for himself, and we ain't making none either.
Facts.
Listen, the man got an injury. If that Cat ain't making no excuse about how his 3-point percentage probably going down, you know why? Because he probably in his little mini something like everybody else go through. It might not even have nothing to do with the thumb. It could be just that the man right now, he was popping from the beginning of the season, and he finally hit his little lull in his game. Tied with an arm, started feeling a certain type of way. Because if Cat was that bad, he wouldn't be shooting him. So, or he wouldn't even be playing. But if Cat stepping on that floor, and every time I see him launch a 3, that means that he can shoot it. So I wouldn't make no excuse for him. If Cat felt like if Cat couldn't play, he wouldn't be out there. And the Knicks ain't gonna take a $200 million dude and risk that long term. So
just say it again, Devon. Talk about we want you to play. Go out there and play on a bad hand that you need surgery for. I wish that narrative would stop too.
And the Knicks not gonna do that because that first of all, that is not only they got to respect for Cat and it's a business, but if Cat say I want to play and he feel like it ain't nothing detriment to him, then you know what? That's why he playing. And I'm not even making no excuse why he's shooting bad. The mother his shit should stink right now. So like I said, he ain't making no excuse because he out there. Anunoby, if he go out there and play tonight, then you know what? The Knicks must feel that Anunoby must told the Knicks, I want to play tonight. Because the Knicks would not, Tom Thibodeau would not put them boys out there, risk their. They just gave them both of them dudes. Well, they gave Anunoby $200 million. Cat already had $200 million. They're not going to risk their franchise and their business and their brand for a fucking couple of weeks. They'd be like, man, sit your ass out to the playoffs.
Word.
Whatever. You know what I mean? So let's keep it a buck, man. You know, these cats right now, he you know, and even but like I said, if the finger is like that, he shouldn't be out there, number one, because, you know, if he can't give me over 50%, then I probably don't want you. You don't need to be out there. You don't want to risk hurting yourself longer. We need you long. We need you in April. We ain't worried about now. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson don't come at the fucking March the 31st. I wouldn't even care. Long you ready for April 1st or April the 9th, or when the season over, that's when you want all these dudes here. For right now, who cares? Who cares? It's the regular season. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But when the money come on the line, ladies and gentlemen, that's when we get back in the playoffs and we get it popping. So let them do what they do, man. You know, these cats good. We ain't making no excuses. Knicks got their ass kicked the other night. Ain't no excuses. Ain't nobody making none. The boys when and Boston Celtics came in and lit their ass up. They were nothing else to be said. But that don't define the next season, though. That because they lost the game to Boston Celtics don't mean that they ain't gonna go to the deep in the playoffs. That's bogus. So you know they got it handed to them, ladies and gentlemen, the other night, man. So we gotta keep it moving, but anyway, tonight a different story, ladies and gentlemen. We go a game in the field house tonight, man. We gotta try to get this win tonight. Shot Powers and play some good basketball, man. Go out there and play Knicks basketball. Take it on the chin, take your butt whipping, and move on to the next. And that's what we do tonight. We go down there and we get it popping, man. So let's see who in the building tonight. Let's see who on the injury report and all that. We get Pagatis, Knicks, we'll talk to Devon, Shot Powers, the chat. Salute to everybody in there, man. We'll talk all you guys, man. Salute to you guys. And ladies and gents, I apologize for that, Queen. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are Knicks, Indiana Pacers, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, at the field house out there in Indiana, man. They're going to go out there and try to steal one on the road. Knicks been playing pretty good road basketball this year so far. So let's see if we can go out there against this pretty potent team out there who play good basketball right now in the association. They right behind us, ladies and gentlemen, roughly 3 or 4 games behind us. So, you know, we got to make sure we go out there tonight and try to beat these guys. Apologize for that. Didn't mean to do that, how that get there. But we got to go out there and beat them tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's look at what's on tap tonight. Like I said, the stats, ladies and gentlemen, here you go right here. My favorite part of the show. We 34-18. They 29-22. We third in the standings. They fourth in the standings. We are 16-8 on the road. They 14-7 at home. So that's we 500 on the road and they 500 at home. So that's over 500 rather. 7 games over for them and 8 for us. We second in offense rating. They 10th. Our defense took a turn. We 17th. They 19th. We 5th in net rating. They 14th in net rating. They got a really talented group down there from the point guard all the way up, man. They go hard down there. So, you know, you can't take them guys for granted. Like I said, them the ones that beat us in the playoffs last year. So we definitely going to go out there and look at get that revenge back. We both beat each other this year, 1 game apiece. Jalen Brunson, 26 a game. Pascal, 20. Town, 13.5 rebounds. Pascal, 7.4. Brunson, 7 and 6.5. Halliburton, 8.5. Obviously, that's the head of the snake, like Shot Power said. 3-2 in the last 5, ladies and gentlemen. We took that L against Boston, and then obviously, I think we lost to the Lakers. You can see in them games that we lost. You look at the amount of points we gave up: 128, 131. Definitely wasn't a defense game that night, man. So we got to get better on that tonight. And play some defense tonight. Them guys right there, 3-2 as well in their last 5. Like I said, the Lakers beat them as well. Just the last time they played, they beat the Clippers. They lost to the Trailblazers. They beat the Jazz by 1, and then obviously they beat Trae Young and them, who we play tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we played them, that was 132, 121. Mathurin 38, Brunson 33, Hart 10 rebounds, Jalen Brunson 10 assists. Mathurin had 8 rebounds, and Tyrese had 14 assists that game. I think we beat them the game prior to that. We in the white drip tonight. They're in the dark blue drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Star liners projected for the New York Knicks. Anunoby questionable, might play, might not play. For them guys tonight, Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, and Turner. Guys been playing together for a while. They pretty good down there, man. But, you know, since Halliburton came here, and obviously with Siakam came here a couple of years ago, a year ago rather. So they've been playing pretty well together since they've been together. Us for out. Game time, Anunoby decision. Game time. Daddy A is out. Hart game time. McCullough Jr. game time. Mitchell Robinson is out. Isaiah Jackson out for the season, and Miles Turner game time decision neck. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your injury report, starting lineups and all that. So Shot Powell, I'm really looking forward to these guys trying to get out there tonight and match these guys. They got a good team down there, man. So I think we need to go out there and handle our business tonight for sure.
Yeah, take care of business. Exactly what you said, Divine. You know, the same things that got us all these wins that we got this year. You know what I mean? Everybody second guess the Knicks and say all this stuff about the Knicks, but the Knicks are what they are. You know what I mean? And we have a chance to get better with what we got. And you know, we will do that. You know, we need, you know, in certain games this year, and if you don't know the stats, with OG on the thing, we are our winning percentage. The winning percentage is almost 80%, 78, some. It's a high percentage, very high percentage with OG being on the court. And we missed him last game. And I mean, and tonight's going to be another game. If we don't have him, we have a chance to beat this team anyway with who we have. If their players that are questionable tonight are out and our players that are questionable are out tonight, we should fare pretty well against this team. Everybody's forgetting we played this team excellent last year before we start getting hurt in the playoffs. Took them to 7 games. We were beating them. This guy falls on the ball. This guy kicked the ball. This guy hurts his leg running up. All this stuff that happened against this team where we could have beat this team. So with that being said, we got to get out there and say gritty. We cut the head off the snake tonight. Halliburton's got to be your main focus tonight. Who's going to hold them? I'm not sure, but that's the main focus of what they do a lot. He doesn't necessarily have to score much, but he really can pass the basketball. So let's stop him from assisting the team to a win.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, I just want to answer a question for AP real quick. I apologize for AP. For us, I know once a team goes over the second apron, once they over it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like they can do whatever because they don't pass the threshold of what they could do. So I think it's more about the penalty for them or higher tax, whatever the case may be. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, once you get past the second apron, which they've been past the second apron with that team, so I think that's allowed them to do what they could do. AP, and teams you can't do that because you're still within them apron rules, the apron boundaries. I guess I'm saying the right word, like the first and second apron, like New York Knicks. Once they either go over the apron, then I guess it wouldn't matter. Am I saying that right, Shot Powers?
I mean, yeah, it kind of. I mean, of course it matters because you got to pay for it. You know what I mean? You got to pay for it. Everything that goes over it, it's an X amount of money per dollar. Right. You know what I mean? So it makes a difference. I mean, how much you go over it. But, I mean, can the Knicks absorb it? Yeah, sure they can. But what messes them up is when their pick comes up for next year. They get a penalty for their pick. Now you can't all the picks that you can't get in the first round. You miss your mid-level exception. You miss your trade exceptions, your buyout, all these exceptions you lose. You lose everything. I mean, and now you're pretty much bound to the team that you have. If you do try to make a trade, your trade has to be 1-for-1. So if someone is you're trying to get somebody that's $20 million, you got to give out somebody that's $21 million. So all those stipulations, it makes a difference, especially when next year will be the apron will go up. So we will probably fall back from almost being in the second apron to just being in the first apron, maybe. I mean, I think 200 million. I don't know how much million is going to go up. I said 200 million. I don't know how much million is going to go up, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a couple of $1 million that could drop us back a little bit. So penalties is what will kill us. But if we go all the way over it, I mean, I guess you can go until it's a max. It's also a max to how far you can go. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's not no limitations, because if it was like that, you see teams that's going crazy now. You know what I mean? There was no limitations once you go over it, but it is still a limitation, and the penalties are so severe.
Yep, real talk. Yeah, there you go. Hey, salute everybody in the chat, man. Bangtown USA Media was good. AP, Josh was good. Nick 100, everybody. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all cats coming here. Real talk, man. Nick Yak was good, my man. Dave Smith, everybody. King Ribby, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Hey, listen, man, tonight we got to go out there. This team, like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tito's, can't forget about my man John McDonald as well. So to all you guys, ladies and gents, listen, this team beat us in the playoffs last year, 7-game series, good series, tough fought series. And, like I said, we played 1-on-1 this year. We beat each other, man. So we go out there tonight and get back on the winning thing. Like I said, one game don't make me think the bridge is over. So it is not the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. Because of one game, you can't fall off the bridge. You just got to say, you know what, that night, you got your butt whipped. You didn't bring your A game, and your cat's brought it to you, man. So you live to fight another day. And this is that another day today. Here we go, Indiana. Go out there with them cats scoring the ball out there in Gabriel Field Health at a high clip. You know, we got to. I'm not concerned about anything about the Knicks. Like I said, we just got to fix our defense. Once we fix our defense, which I think we will, we fix that defense, we be okay. I'm not worried about too much else because defense definitely could translate the way your offense playing in the game that night. You know, we didn't bring our A game. Why? Because our defense was so poor at a time. That our offense, you know, couldn't get into its rhythm because they had to so busy fighting with all their energy to try to defend the ball on the other side. So we just got to go out there and play defense tonight. This is a gritty team. They're a good team. They got to where they got to last year. You know, and we got to where we got to. So let's go ahead and get it. Now they got us the way we are. We got them the way they are. And I know we play the night that's fine, and I know we don't play the night that's fine. It doesn't even matter. You know, like I said, what matters is April and May and June. That's what really matters. So. But if he come out tonight, that's good too. We can use him to help guys like Siakam but I want to see how our guys respond tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. What's interesting to me, it's not even about the loss. I want to see how they respond from the loss. That's what's real important to me is you in a 7-game series in the playoffs, you lose that first game. How do you respond? How do you respond to after losing the game? And that's why these moments like this is built for me in the regular season for times like that in the playoffs. When you lose the game the way you did, you in a 7-game series, how do you respond after taking that L? That's what I want to see tonight. Tonight, I want to see how the Knicks respond after taking that L against Boston the other night. You know what I mean? Because that tells you where your team is at from a mental standpoint. How would I say a resiliency standpoint? Knowing that you still got some more games to go. So we need to win this one to be one game instead of 0-2 in a 7-game series. You want to be 1-1 after taking the L. So let's see how they respond tonight. And if they can do that, they know you can. Okay, they bounce back well. If they lose, we'll figure out why they lost. But I definitely want to see the catch response tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and go out there and cross T's and dot I's and get into it. You know what I mean? And let's play New York Knicks basketball, man. And don't let one game define who you is as a team. It's 82 games in the season. Ain't nobody firing Tibbs. Ain't nobody getting traded. None of that. Not because of one game. You want to, at the end of the season, you can do all that, but it ain't happening, so don't waste your energy. Just go out there and hope the Knicks get out there and get a pop in the night, and we win this game and get back at it. That's all we're gonna do because we're gonna lose some more games coming after this. They ain't gonna be only, we can say a lot of stuff every time we do the game. Y'all guys gonna be saying the same thing, so you really just wasting your energy. And this is a long season, but it's a game by game thing. It's not one game to define whether Cat ain't worth the money. It don't define whether Jalen Brunson ain't this. It don't define what we should have signed OG. And it don't need to define none of that one game. So don't even waste your energy. Them cats will be here. Thibodeau will be here at the end of the month too. He be here at the end of the next month. And he gonna be here till it's sharp hour to the Knicks feel like he didn't get us what we got to go. When Leon Rhoden said, listen, until then, don't even sweat it. Don't even waste your energy. All this stuff, it don't even make no difference, ladies and gentlemen. What did they do to game 53rd or 54? What they going to do at game 55? How did they play tonight? Did they do well tonight? Because that's the only thing going to be relevant. Everything else is irrelevant. It really is. So, Shop Power, we got to go out there at night and play with some relevancy and get out there and get a win tonight. You know what it is when the Knicks lose, the sky falling. You know what I mean? So. But
it's all about team basketball, man. And Knicks get back to their winning ways. That's all it is, man. Like you said, Divine. I don't know. Maybe it's just me just seeing it in a different. I always say this slogan about being on the same page. We just reading from a different paragraph. I mean, we all on the same page, but we just reading from a different paragraph. And paragraph that I'm reading is the Knicks is a good team, man.
Right.
The Knicks can beat, when they come prepared, when they come stead ready, like you always say, Divine, if you come with your A game, if you don't, get your butt whipped. And that's the bottom line right there, you know what I mean? And you see when the Knicks have an A game because they win. You know what I mean? The A game is over 45 rebounds, over 28 assists. The starting unit is over 100, scoring about 100 points. You know what I mean? The second unit is scoring about 18 to 25 points. The turnovers are low. We're shooting about 40% from 3-point, 38% high, 38% from 3-point land. We're shooting over 80% from the free throw land. when you see those games, especially when you have all those numbers compiled, that's when we win. You know what I mean? We have won games where we haven't done good in those categories. Grind out games. We have had good wins, we have great wins, we have statement wins, and we have also had this year signature wins.
Right.
So, we had some signature losses as well.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? We had some signature losses as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, I mean, what you gonna say about it, man? That is just what this team has done for us. You know what I mean? And when they're playing good because you see it. If you're a Knicks fan and you watch it, I wish for them to be better. Every game that they get out there, of course I do. But some nights they just ain't got it. You know what I mean? Some days you get up to go to work and you ready to take on the world, and you get to work and the itch show hits you. You know what I mean? And just set you back. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, here we go. The computer ain't working. This ain't. Oh man, this dude ain't coming. You got 4 calls. This all that. So I just put to what the Knicks do to what life is. You know what I mean? How they play basketball in a sense. You know what I mean? And like I said, signature wins we have had this year. We have had statement wins that we have had this year, but we have had some bad losses against teams that we thought that in our heart we want us to beat that team, and it just didn't happen. So, and I mean, and it's not every team. We lost to Boston 2 times this year. We got 2 more times to play them. We only lost to them twice. And I mean, bad losses, though. I'm not going from the first game and this game, pretty much identical. I understand, Knicks fan. I understand. We still got 30 more games to get it together. And we still got 2 or 3 more players that we need to implement into this lineup and have 10, 15 games of steady, consecutive, consistent play from that team. And then we'll see where we at. We still waiting for. We missed OG this year. We done missed Cat a couple of games. Brunson. We done missed. How many guys? I count Precious. The whole 20-something game. Shamif. The whole Deuce was out. Payne was out. How many? And we still 3rd in the East. I don't get it. I'm just saying. And we still got a nice little cushion to stay in 3rd. I'm just saying, we're not that bad of a team. We're doing better than we did last year.
Yeah, listen, we other than the two top teams in the East, they're the only team we didn't beat. I think I'm not sure, and maybe the Bulls, and the Bulls is down there in the 10th spot. It's not a team in the East we didn't beat. The only 2 teams we haven't beat so far are the 2 teams in front of us, and right, so that's why they're in front of us, because they're the better team right now. Boston is better than the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what do you want us to tell you? You know, I mean, they better than the Knicks right now. Cleveland right now, anyway, they better than the Knicks. What else? Okay, so you lost to a team that better than you. You can't feel bad about that because the team that you played that night was better than you. Boston Celtics is a better team, ladies and gentlemen. You got to kind of put this in reality too. I mean, they got 16 losses, we got 18 losses.
Thanks.
Hey, it ain't like Cleveland, Boston got like 20 games in front of us or 15.
Yeah, like the gap, like they already locked it up already. And stuff.
Yeah, the Boston Celtics are 2 games in front of us. That's all. So it is what it is. But that night they played like the championship Boston Celtics team, and we didn't play like the team that we thought that we could be, put it like that, and they beat us. Period. It don't mean that. It's just that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? So literally, you think Boston won every game? No, they lost 16 games. I mean, people lose games, ladies and gentlemen. But ain't nobody talking about fire this person or fire that person. Ain't nobody talking about getting rid of the Boston coach or Cleveland coach or the Pacers coach or the Bucks coach. And then we got better wins than them. Any given night, you can lose a basketball game. So I think like I said, I can't wait till the season go on and keep getting deeper in there before we can get to the playoff thing. And I'm excited about tonight's shot, Powell. I want to see how I got to respond because, like I was saying earlier, like in a 7-game series, you lose that first game. How do you respond that next game? You know what I mean? Do you go down? Do you tie the series up 1-1, or you go down 0-2 and pretty much put yourself in a hole? But from a test standpoint, that's how I feel about tonight's game. Like I said, knowing that we lost to Boston, I want to see how the team respond coming off a loss like that. And respond to how they respond tonight. That tells you a lot about our team as well. And even if they lose the game, it's how they lose the game. You know what I mean? Shot Power is not so much if they lose the game. How did they lose it? They lose by 1 point, scrapping, fighting, clawing. The other team just had one more better shot than us, or whatever the case may be. So that's what I want to see tonight. How do our guys respond after coming off that L, and it kind of lets you know the test and the mental fortitude and the character of your team by playing a game like tonight. So I want to see them go. Let's get it, man. We got this one in Atlanta tomorrow. Then we off. Let's go out here and make it happen. You know what I mean? That's what I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah, man. The best way to explain it to, in a sense, is how Jalen Brunson, and I just lost exactly how he said it in his interview about he said something about they asked him about how do you feel about the game against Boston, and he said it was a test, simple as plain. He said something like it was a test, and then I think the reporter asked him another question, and he said basically we didn't live up to what we needed to do against this team. And I mean, we faltered. You know what I mean? Our defense, we faltered, and he was right. And I think the other question was, are we ready or something like that? And he was like, we wasn't ready that last night. I mean, we wasn't ready today. You know what I mean? So that's exactly how I feel. The Knicks wasn't ready yet, when they played Boston the other day. They wasn't ready. You know what I mean? And I'm not allocating that this is the reason why they wasn't ready because we didn't have OG or Mitch wasn't there, nothing like that. And I mean, it could be factored in, but I'm not saying that. The Boston came out and played good basketball. And if you notice, Knicks fans, let me just say this too. To all the losses that we got, didn't every one of those teams look like they could win the championship playing against the Knicks? I'm just every team that came out, the big teams and all that stuff, they play. Everybody that plays the Knicks steps their game up big time. I don't know, maybe just because I just watched all Knicks basketball, but every team don't, to their stats that we bring up before the game, the pregame like we doing right now, they stats is not the same. They stats are like 2, 3, 4, 10, 8, 9, 10, 12 points better just playing the Knicks, because that's the type of team that when we come in there, everybody got to want to be playing on their A game. When you play against the Knicks, man, we can't go to play B plus. We can't play B minus. C game or we get blown out. We can't play A minus. Nah, we can't do that against the Knicks. We got to play our best games. Our ancillary players got to score 8, 10, 12, 14 points to help us win this game. That's how teams play against us. And we have played against teams like that as well. So I listen to everything about how the Knicks play this year, but I just see it. I'm on a different paragraph. The Knicks are playing very good basketball to me. You know what I mean? They do have stuff that they need to improve on. Their defense lacks sometimes, especially 3-point shot defense. It's lacking a little bit this year. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's lacking a little bit this year.
Hey, listen, Shopper, this is how I look at it. Before the Boston loss, the top 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the Western Conference: Grizzlies, Nuggets, Lakers, and Rockets. We lost to the Lakers. That was it. We beat the number 2 team, the Grizzlies. We beat the number 3 team, the Nuggets. Excuse me.
Salute.
Thank you. We lost to the number 4 team, the Lakers, and we beat the 5 team, the Rockets. This was all done in a week span, ladies and gentlemen. So we beat out of the 6 top teams in the Western Conference. We beat 4 of them already in the span. The 2, the 3, and the 5 team. We lost to the Lakers, and we haven't played the Clippers yet. And we lost to the Thunder. So out of the 6 teams in the West, 4-2 against the top 6 teams. That's what. So even though it's just a game thing, it really is not even that. Is not even that's not even relevant to me, because, like I said, you could lose. You could lose to the Jazz, the Pelicans. You could lose to the Spurs. You could lose to anybody. You know what I mean? But you also got to factor in. Yeah, we took an L against the Lakers. The Lakers are the 4th team in the East, the West, ladies and gentlemen. They got LeBron James. You know what I mean? So they ain't where they are where they are. Now they got better, but still. And the Rockets, we beat them as well, and they right there. We got better records than all of them. So hold up. I get the loss. I get you. I want to think the Knicks suck and everything, but Knicks was in the West right now, record wise. We
be second.
We still be number 3. We be 1 game behind the Grizzlies because they got 17.
Okay.
That's it. You know what I mean? So regardless of what happened that night of the game, our team is still 3rd in the Eastern Conference, ladies and gentlemen, and still got the 4th the 5th best record in the NBA. In the NBA, the Knicks got the 5th best record in the whole NBA. So listen, whatever. Whatever. Tell y'all, man, make it make sense. Where's Bong? Like
it sounds just like that. If I don't know. I say the same thing. I'd be like, I don't know. We third. We still top 3 or 4 in offense. You know what I mean? We still got attributes that we still third in the East. You know what I mean? And we have a little cushion behind us. You know what I mean? And we still ain't all the way there. This team has only been, how many games is it so far that we played? 50.
50. We are
53. This will be 53.
Yeah, we are. It'll be 53. Correct.
This will be 50. We only played 52 games with this team. 52 games with this team. That wasn't healthy till November, around Thanksgiving. This team, that's all the games this team has played together, collectively. And not all collectively, because they haven't been all collective 25 games straight. Just saying.
Right. Listen. This is like we always say. We can't say this enough. Either the team you played better than you, and they just better than you, or that night you played, you didn't play the ball you need to play, and you lost the game. What else does it? I mean, I don't know what everything else don't really mean nothing. Listen, when the Knicks get their ass kicked, what we say, Shot Powers, they got their ass kicked.
They got their ass kicked.
One thing about we keep 100 all the time up here. We don't duck from the smoke. If the Knicks didn't bring their A game, they got their ass whipped. And what happened the other night? Them motherfuckers got their ass whipped.
They got their ass whipped. That was a signature loss.
Loss. They took an ass whipping the other night that they shouldn't have took. And like I said, no more victories than nothing. But you know what? That still showed you who they are by getting back in that game. That game could have went way south. The Knicks found a way to say, you know what? We got it to 94, 97, but we didn't have enough after that. Too much Jason Tatum, too much Peyton Pritchard. You know, just too much. You know what I mean? Jaylen Brown. You got to give Boston Celtics their flowers. They did what they had to do. But it wasn't – y'all also better start giving Knicks their flowers when they do what they do. Because one thing I do notice, and I look, listen, observe very well. When the Knicks win good basketball games, I don't see a lot of people giving their flowers. But the minute they lose a game, give them their flowers when they go out there and bust a team up in the top 5. When they beat somebody like Memphis Grizzlies, when they beat the Denver Nuggets, when they beat the Houston Rockets, come in here and give them their flowers. Because you're supposed to give them the flowers that night at least, instead of when they lose and they don't get the flowers. If the Knicks lose, they don't get flowers. If they win, they get flowers. So we just got to keep it $150 up here, man. And listen, this ain't no perfect team. And what I say all the time, Shot Power, and what did Jalen Brunson say, what did Tom Thibodeau say all the time? We got a long way to go. Do you hear these?
Long way to go.
You hear these guys say that out their mouth all the time. We got a long way to go, and they do. They do. Knicks got a long way to go on their defense side of the ball. But that don't mean they not good right now. But I guess what they want to get to, they got a long way to go. And they feel like, you know what, we still got a long way to go on the defense side of the basketball. We still got a long way to go handling this and this or doing this and that. And that's what about getting better is. Find out what your problem is and fix them as you go along. And that's all the Knicks doing. They're just gonna fix it as they go along. Then when we get to the playoffs, let's see how far we go. That's all. So I ain't worried about it. I already know what this team could do. I done seen them do it against some of the top teams in the league, and I seen them not do it against some of the top teams in the league. So other than the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Celtics, and then you want to put the Lakers in the equation because we haven't beat them, we go about to LA and play them again. And we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. Until then, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. They got to go in there and game the field house tonight. Turn it up tonight, man. Try to get back a win in a win column. Get the 35 victories, man. And I want to see you get the 40 and 20. If I know they 40 and 20, that makes me already know that okay, these cats are gonna be in contention. Usually when you can get them 20 wins over 500, 40 and 20. With 20-something games, you pretty much are locked to go in there and do what you got to do. So let's see how it goes tonight, man. I'm really looking for these guys to go in there and get a pop of the night. Shot Powers And you know, it's some internet. I was gonna say this for another time, but let me say it real quick. You know what's amazing? If you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, like we said earlier, team been together 3, 4, 5 years. Some of them Celtics 3, 4, 5 years. Pacers 3, 4, 5 years. The Bucks with Damian Lillard maybe 2, 3, with 4 years, 5 years with other guys. But what's interesting about it, this Knicks people don't really realize this. It's not even about the how long we've been together. Shot power. There's no Knick on this team who's played a full season together. I meant together, like literally every game, because Josh Hart came off the bench last year. So in other words, there's not one Knick player who's played together. I mean, in the game for 82 games or 79 games or whatever. None of them. Anunoby came here halfway through the season. Pressure Chua came here halfway through the season last year. He missed half of the season this year, so he haven't played a full year with the Knicks. Campaign wasn't here. Shaman wasn't here. Josh Hart came off the bench last year, so he didn't play a full year with Jalen Brunson. Then Pressure Chua came in last year halfway through season, missed a half of this season. Mitchell Robinson didn't play number 39 games last year. Cat wasn't here. Anunoby, Mikhail wasn't here. So there's no Knick shot power. Literally played a game, an 82-game season together, and that whole team this year. As other than Deuce and Bride being on the bench, obviously. But that's how young this team is. That no player said, well, I've been playing with you for 2 years consistently over 82 games or a whole season. None of them. That is amazing to me. I thought about that the other night. I was like, damn, you know what? Nobody on that team literally played a whole year together consistently. So and I can see why they go through some of the things they go through, because this is brand new 6 players returning from last year, and out of them 6, 3 or 4 of them didn't have Mitchell Robinson didn't play, Precious Stewart didn't have play at the time. Who else was then it was Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, right? Them the only ones returned from last year. And Sims, obviously, but he's gone now. So, but that's what I mean. When you look at the way they play the continuity, the breakdown, I can understand why the breakdown and stuff happened, because, like I said, them teams in front of us, and a lot of the other, they've been together a long time, and they know each other. They know each other, how they get down. They know all their tendencies, and we just learning that, you know. But that's not the reason why you lose the game, though. I'm just saying, in the big picture, you can understand for Knicks to be 34-18, and these players literally, our whole team is new almost, except for a couple of returning players. And they found a way to stay in this thing, man, at 34-18, third in the Eastern Conference. Tip your hat to Tom Thibodeau, because that's hard to do, ladies and gentlemen, to have a brand new team and you still in the third spot. That means you got talent. That means you got talent. So that's big time. I thought about that the other day, like, damn, you know, none of these cats played a whole full season together. None of them. That is insane. You know what I mean? But let's hope this be that season they get to do it. And then the playoffs be a new season for them, Shot Power. But that is interesting, though, man. It's really interesting.
Yeah, 52 games. That's it. Mm-hmm. This team right here, man. And if for them to have such a short span of being playing basketball together, to have the accomplishments that they have right now, you gotta tip your hat. You know what I mean? I know everybody dogs Tom Thibodeau out and says all the stuff about Tom Thibodeau, but he's got us right here to third in the East. Right. You know what I mean? He's got us here. Could possibly, maybe, could get us even farther than third. I mean, a couple of losses here, there, a little win streak here, there. Never know. Next 30 games. Mm-hmm. Never know. You know, in the next 30 games, we just got to do 3 games better than Boston.
To it, right?
You know what I mean? We only got to do 3 games better than Boston. You know what I mean? Let that sink in. You know what I mean? So I do understand a lot of the gripes for all the stuff that people talk about, and I do understand some of them. You know what I mean? Like I said, that page and paragraph thing, I understand, because the consecutive minutes was killing me a little bit too. But these are NBA players, and we talk about this all the time, Divine. Listen, I'm paying you $50 million. I may need you to, I don't want you to, but I may need you to play 41 minutes tonight. You good? Okay, all right. You all right? You want you take a little breath and come right back in? All right. That's how I'm getting down. Listen, I'm paying you this amount of money this year. Listen, I ain't saying that I want you to play every game 45 minutes, but I may need you 45 minutes tonight. You good? Okay. All right. That's it. And
Hey,
that's that.
go on your job and say, boss, I want to go off the floor for a few minutes and see what he tell you.
You know what I mean?
I went to some people's job. Your boss, man, can I come out? Can I go take a break in the break room? He's like, hell no, motherfucker. I don't pay you for that shit. So, listen, man. Like I said, you know what? You don't hear, I get it, man. But for me, that's why I stay even kill, because I'm like this here. When the Knicks winning basketball games, you never hear it. See, that's what's so crazy about this stuff. If the Knicks winning, you don't hear it. You don't see them. You don't hear it. But the minute they lose a game, because that's what it's about. Winning cures all. Winning cures everything. If Knicks win a game, you don't hear Tom Thibodeau going to get fired. You don't hear Jalen Brunson suck. But the minute they lose a game, fire Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson sucked. They shouldn't have gave
Jalen Brunson a chuck.
But why you didn't say that when they won the game that they was getting their shit off?
We gave up 5 for Mikal. Why we do that?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, snap.
You gotta, when a person, justice is a penalty award for one's acts and deeds, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody do bad, you give them a penalty. But if somebody do good, you reward them, right? And that's what I do up here. When Knicks play good, I'm gonna give my boys props. I'm gonna give them flowers every time the Knicks win. They gonna give them flowers. If they lose, I ain't give them shit. Y'all motherfuckers suck. It's all to it.
And what's the quote you say about if you were a betting man, Divine?
Right, yeah, right. Like I said, if I was a betting man right now, if I was a gambling man, I bet on the Knicks every game. I'd be 16 games richer in my pocket right now. 34. If I bet every game that the Knicks would win or lose, I'll be doing pretty good right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be 16 games better in my pocket. So hey, it's all good. But like I said, we just got to hope we can win these games, Shop. How we need them, man. It's getting down to the nitty gritty where it's about. This is what the regular season is about to me. It's jockeying for position, trying to get the best position in that playoff seed. It worked out well for us last year. We had the second seed throughout. Obviously, the injury bug hit us and everything, so we couldn't advance farther we wanted to. And give Indiana credit, they played us in a couple of games where we couldn't really go with the bodies that we had. So they wound up going further than we did. And they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. And because they played, they had a little bit left in that tank in the 7th game, and we didn't. You know what I mean? So. We want to get back there and try to and do the same thing we did last year. Try to get on a run in the playoffs. Hopefully our guys come back. They be healthy. The Knicks healthy. I like their chances. Like I said, I'm looking forward to them 2 defense guys coming back for the New York Knicks pretty soon, man. Because we need them. We need Anunoby. We need Mitchell Robinson. You don't get to see all that shit Jason Tatum was doing with Mitch in there, man. I'm sorry. You just not at that frequent level. You know what I mean? And so we need some interior presence down there right now. Cat can't give us that right now on the defense side of the ball. The interior presence in the paint. Only Press 2-0 can do it, but so much. But that's why I'm glad we got some. Hopefully, by the end of this, after this All-Star break, Shaw Powers, we got some reinforcement coming back, and we got to find a way to tighten up our defense for the playoffs get here. You know what I mean? That's all. If we could tighten up our defense for the next 30 games, 30 whatever games we got remaining, at least get them to a at least top 10 level, then we got a good shot at this thing.
Yeah, I don't even care about top 10. If we could get to 11, you know what I mean, 12, 11. We was just at 13. These last couple of games, a couple of losses hurt us percentage wise. I mean, push us back up to 17. But we was just at 13. Like, I mean, let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? We was just at 13. So the defense, as we say all the time here, it plays sporadically. Sometimes it's excellent for 18 minutes, 22 minutes. The Knicks, if you pay attention to a lot of stuff, like, see, I do a little bit with when Knicks winning the basketball, they control the pace of the basketball game. They take majority of the minutes out of the game of winning percentage. And I mean, I forgot how it goes. 36. It sways the Knicks played 34 minutes. They winning percentage, and other team was 24 minutes of winning percentage, or maybe the Knicks played 38 minutes of winning percentage, and the other team plays, or however that percentage thing go. I remember seeing that thing. So, I mean, what we gonna say about the team, man? Tonight is a big game for the Knicks, and I mean, that's what we talk about. We talk about tonight's game because it's only this game we're going to play. This team is tonight. You know what I mean? And we have to fare well against this team. We have to play team basketball. And that's the bottom line, you know what I mean? And the Knicks know this. It ain't like we sitting here talking about the Knicks don't know this. It ain't like we talking about them behind their back and nothing like that. They know this. Everything that we sitting here talking about, especially when they lose a game. I mean, like Devon said, it's the great attribute to what he said, man. When the Knicks winning, you supposed to give them flowers. No bad who played bad or whatever. You know what I mean? But when they lose, you critique them. You know what I mean? You give them the business, especially if they get a shellacking like they just did the last game. You give it to them. Right. That was horrible. That was horrible three-point shooting. You know what I mean? The defense was there, but it was only stagnant defense. You know what I mean? We gave up too many drives to the basket. Things like that. Yeah, you want to critique them and kill them on that? You got the right to do that because they got their butts whipped the last game. Now they lose by a couple of points or something like that, and they just because they lose to a team that's in front of us doesn't make us a bad team. And I mean, we were bad that night, and it showed. It showed that night that we were bad. But let's make that showing of being bad against this Indiana team be better, because Indiana is surely not the Boston Celtics. All right, so this is a different team with a different philosophy of playing basketball. The way they move the ball, they still one of the top teams, if not the top team, of pushing pace this year. At least top 5. They like to run. They like to grab the ball and get the ball out. Something similar to what we do a lot this year. They score a basket, we get the ball out, we push the ball out, Josh Hart is running down court, going to the layup. They like doing stuff like that. And I mean, they got the players that like to play like that. So we have to pay attention to things like that in this game. But team basketball will win it all.
Yeah. I think we come out there and play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think we respond pretty well. Confident in this team, man. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. It's 82-game season, long season. You're not going to win every game every night, but what you can do every night, go out there and play hard. And they just got to go out there and play hard every night. And I think they didn't play hard enough the other night, and then reared his ugly head, and that's what it is. But tonight, like I said, you got Miles Turner down there. Going to be a good match. The last time we played Miles Turner, he was cooking him, and he was cooking out there from the 3-point line. So Cat going to definitely have his hand full. And Miles Turner shooting the ball well tonight. Obviously, Siakam is Siakam. That's why you want a guy like Anunoby there, because Siakam got a bag down there, and these guys got a good team down there. Obviously, Halliburton and Matthew doing what they doing. They just picked up Jahlil Okafor. Okafor back, for a 10-day contract, but he's been balling down there in the G League though. But he was a promising dude, but he never lived up to that high draft pick that he was coming out of Duke. But they picked him up on a 10-day contract. So Jahlil Okafor could bang down in the middle. I guess he had backup Turner or whoever there, because like I said, they did trade James Wiseman out there to Toronto. So they don't, he was out anyway, but they traded him and Isaiah Jackson out for the year. So, we got to go out there and play tonight, man. Just go out there and play Knicks basketball. Got to bring your defense tonight, though. They don't bring that defense tonight. I don't know what to tell you. That's what like Todd Shaw said, he had a certain theme for the year. That my theme is the Knicks don't play defense. They didn't got a chance, ladies and gentlemen, because good as our offense is, you're gonna run into teams who play defense like the Lakers did the other night. Like Boston did the other night. You're gonna run into teams who got it like that on both sides of the ball. And to us to be that team that they are, we got to be that way on both sides of the ball. You lose to the Lakers because they play well on both sides of the ball as well. Boston, they good on both sides of the ball. Boston was what, fourth and in offense, fourth and third in defense. I don't know, some shit like that. So we got to be up there. Like we got to bring our defense off. They never been a problem all year long. But if your defense allowing the guy to score too many 20 points, your offense starts to suffer sometimes. Especially when you're trying to fight to get back in the game. And if they was going a mano, then that's a different story. But, when you get 18-point leads and 20-point leads, it's not good. It's not good. Throwing it today in the NBA, you can get back in a minute. But we did. I like the fight that we did to show Shot Powers to get that down to 97, 94. I'm not mad at that, like that Boston game, because that also showed me that like they didn't fold. You know what I mean? We're going to try to get back in this moment, and they did, but wasn't enough. So let's hope we don't have that trouble tonight. We can't come out there tonight, Shot Powers, and give up a big lead early for sure.
Yeah, that's it. It's just got to be set with pace tonight. And I mean, one of the things we go on the windup that I always talk about is about pace. And I mean, and the Knicks have better pace than they had last year. And I mean, they push the pace. They get out and run. They get out, make a basket. They kick the ball out to a wing. They jet up the court, kick it to the middle, and then kick it to Josh Hart, and he goes to the basket. Josh Hart, if he's not going to the basket, he looks at Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? With the underhand from the other side of the rim, turnaround, reverse shot that he does, all that stuff. OG Anunoby, stuff like that. We've seen it. You know what I mean? And it's not like they don't do it. You know what I mean? It's all the things about those C words, man. The consistency, the cohesion, and the camaraderie. You know what I mean? Those things that they have to try to bring every night, and they don't have it yet. Not all of them, and they don't have it. They may have those attributes, but they don't bring it every night. You know what I mean? Great way of saying it is some nights when they don't play that well and they still grit out the wins. That's good cohesion. And I mean, that makes you see that they have it. They not shooting 30%. They missing their free throws, but they still win by 5 or 6, 7 points. That's good basketball. And I mean, when you're not hitting your key marks and you still winning, that's good basketball. And I think the Knicks have that. They just haven't got everything together, and it's not flowing on every night. But they have had it in consecutive nights, back-to-back games and stuff like that. Games, the next game and the next game and the next game, whenever it is. I mean, they have done it. We just seen it. We just talked about the West Coast swing that we just went through, and we beat 4 out of 5 teams. We just seen that. I mean, in the top West. I mean, so at 30 more games, we got time to get this together. We still got to bring OG back and get him back on the court. And thank you, OG, for being as healthy as you've been this year. You know what I mean? Let's thank OG for being as healthy as he's been this year. Falling on the floor, every time he fall on the floor, you're like, oh my God. Oh, you all right? Oh, snap. Oh. Hey, come on. Cat too, but they have been pretty much healthy. You know what I mean? So let's be happy about some of the smaller big pitches. These guys have been pretty much healthy, especially the core 6 or 7 guys. So let's be happy about that, man, and get out here and get this win tonight.
Yeah, we need it, man. Because like you said, every time that brother hit the floor, I'll be like, fuck. But you know what, man? Shout out tonight. We just gotta go out there and play tonight. And what I think, what I'm happy about, now that the trading deadline over, let me ask you a question. Do you go when we get in March, Mitchell Robinson get back, obviously Anunoby be back. What do you think the Knicks best, how would I say, best way to go about this rotation wise? Do you get and let Mitch come in and put Hart on the bench and lose a ball handler, but gain another defense presence to help out the paint up at the front line, or do you keep Mitchell Robinson there? Keep Josh Hart where he at, and I think the only solution to me is to put T.J. Warren at the 3.
I'm on the fence with this one, Divine, because our interior presence is not there. You know what I mean? Cat is a great scorer and he can block shots, but we're lacking a little bit in interior defense, i.e. how we always say in north and south. You see a lot of teams when we play the Knicks now, they go north and south. You know what I mean? They come from the top of the key and they go right down the lane and finish at the basket. So in that aspect, yes, I would like to see Mitch in the starting lineup. But we lose the what Josh Hart does for the team as being a starter. Getting the ball to the players, getting out on the breaks, starting the fast breaks, getting those assists, grabbing those rebounds, even though Mitch could, get those rebounds too. But those ancillary plays, the hands in the cookie jar, the steals, and all those stuff that Josh Hart brings to the table, we would lose that. Now, is it a way that you can? I think that for now, I think they stay the course with Josh Hart, and you can always implement Mitchell Robinson in 5-6 minutes in to take OG out. You know what I mean? Put him in to almost from the 6 minute on going into the second quarter, take OG out, or take Josh Hart out and put Mitch in, so they could substitute Mitch in a little earlier so they could play together and have a little bit of get their cohesion together, because they're not going to know what to do with each other when they both on the court. They have not played at all this year together on the court. And I mean, that's where I'm kind of at it with. But I think they will take Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson to come in so Cat and Mitch can play together. So to see how it looks together. You know what I mean? Tom Thibodeau has implemented that little system with Huckapurdy and Cat a little bit this year. You know what I mean? Last couple of games. So maybe they want to do that, but I don't think it's going to be like Mitchell Robinson's healthy. You go right back into the starting unit. Josh Hart come off the bench. No, because they don't have no cohesion together. Mitch and Cat in the lineup together. So I think they'll start them in slow, and maybe you will start to see towards 25 games, 22 games in with Mitch being back, you know what I mean, with 30 games being left, that they may start Mitch and Cat together to see how it works in a starting lineup. And I mean, 12, 15 games, let's say that, you know what I mean, the next 12, 15 games, once Mitch gets back, and see where it goes from there. So I think that for me, I would stay pat with Josh Hart and let Mitchell Robinson come off the bench. But the caveat to that is teams go against us with Mitch not being there north and south. You know what I mean? With Mitch in there, you may see a team start going east and west, but now we lose a 3-point shooter from Josh Hart. We lose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assists. Maybe not that many because Josh Hart still probably get 30 minutes a game. So maybe 4 or 5 assists per quarter, 2 or 3 assists per quarter. You know what I mean? With Mitchell Robinson to pick up the rebounds, but I think I'll stay with Josh Hart for now.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on it, and here's why I'm 50-50 on it. For all the things you said, and I was looking at, because Cat do know how to play that position. I mean, you know, I was sitting in the house the other night, and I was like, okay, Rudy Gobert. Now I was saying Rudy Gobert, Cat, Jaden McDaniels, Ant-Man, and Mike Conley. Okay, now I was like, Western Conference Finals. Rudy Gobert, Cat, McDaniels, Edwards, and my man, and they got to the Western Conference Finals. And then I look at Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby, McHale, and Brunson. Ant-Man and Brunson watched each other out, correct? Am I right? Cat. So who on that team washes Cat out? Not nobody in that starting lineup anyway. Well, it's supposed to be Randall, hypothetically. Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley. Jaden McDaniels good, and Mike Conley is, but I still think them two pieces right there, Mikal Bridges and Anunoby, I think is more talent than McDaniels and Conley, since in today's NBA. So if they could pull that off with that team, I don't see why the Knicks couldn't pull it off here. And the reason why I say that, if the Knicks did it, you got Mitchell Robinson in the middle, Cat 40 from downtown, Anunoby damn near close to 40 from downtown, Mikal in certain area they damn near 40 from downtown, Jalen Brunson 40 from downtown. I wonder if I can see it happening, I can see it working. Where they do it or not, I don't know, but I think Tim's gonna tinker with that eventually. Because I think you lose if Mitchell Robinson played a 36 minutes a game, he probably Shot Power led 10-8, 9-8, 10-8 hypothetically in this team. So you probably, and Josh Hart 14 a game now.
Mm-hmm.
You probably losing 4 more points, 6 more points. You losing scoring, but you gain it. You about to get about the same amount of rebounds. But what you're gaining is the interior presence. Is it worth the sacrifice to start Mitchell Robinson to lose maybe 6 or 4 more points offensively, but then you might gain by saving 6 more points and 6 more points defensively too, in a sense. So it's interesting to see, man. I can see if Mitchell Robinson don't do it, then I can see them guys. I think T.J. Warren makes the most sense, being that if you don't do nothing in the buyout market, because T.J. Warren is an NBA veteran, been around, been in the playoffs, been in some games, can get buckets. And so if you're going to roll with Mitchell Robinson, President Chua, I think T.J. Warren would be that one there. after the trading deadline if he didn't do anything. I'll put TJ Warren there before Shamit. I'll put him there before Wright, all them dudes, because he would be that bucket getter that you need who could score the ball. So it'd be interesting. I'm gonna see how they're gonna do this thing after the All-Star break, man. It's gonna be interesting. But until then, we just gotta make sure we go ahead tonight and get these boys to business, man. So we're gonna get out of here in a few minutes, man. In a minute. And we get a pop. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be on tomorrow, man. You got the Knicks and the Hawks tomorrow at MSG. That'd be the last game before the Knicks will be off to the 20th and all that stuff. So tomorrow will be another big game. Hopefully we can get this game in Indiana. But like I said, we got the Hawks coming in the Garden tomorrow. And we got to try to get these 2 games, man, before we go on the break. Shot Powell, holla at your boy, my man.
Yeah, man. Control the pace, grab rebounds, shoot your free throws, shoot over 36% for 3-point land. Stay around that 20, 28, 29 assist ratio. Play team basketball. And that's pretty much it down the line. I got the Knicks winning this one. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think we're probably going to have pace move, but I'm going to go New York Knicks 119, Indiana Pacers 114.
Okay. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Jay Choker, what's up, my man? Salute, Jay, what's good? Everybody else, salute in the building, man. Nick, Josh, everybody, AP, the whole clique, everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the building, real talk. Shot Power tonight, man. It's going to be our defense has been kind of struggling, a little bit the last couple of games without Anunoby as well. These cats can score the ball in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I know we can score the ball as well. I'm gonna go ahead tonight, man. I'm gonna run this thing up a little bit tonight. I'm gonna go Knicks 125 to 119. 125, 119. I'm gonna pick the Knicks by 6 tonight, man. I think I'm gonna try to get a pop tonight. So Chris Dad got 142 to 139, triple overtime. I ain't mad at him. If it wasn't for a back-to-back, I'd say, yeah, that'd be dope. But them boys got to play tomorrow. So, let's get it, man. Everybody enjoy the game. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Corey Lee, man, thank you for the super chat. Brian Costa, thank you as always, man.
Yes, brother.
Man, yes. Brother, helping keep the lights on. We appreciate y'all for sure. To everybody in the building, man. Salute to y'all, man. Let's get it tonight. Jay Children got 348 to 14 Knicks. JT said we going That's what it is, man. Salute, man. Peace to everybody. Shout out to you on the other side, my brother. Peace.
You're ready.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you one. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, what is Bible see Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You can smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow for the pregame show. No capsule here, what's on tap. But God, I'm talking 5. And report keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your man them. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Nick dripping. It's real, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Anunoby. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip.